Support for the show can be you. Go to lvx.be/Patreon, sign up there, and you'll get access to exclusive and ad-free content. And we just relaunched the merch shop with options for listeners of any show in the Lux Media family. lvx.be/shop and get yourself hooked up over there. If you want a discount code, Patreon subscribers get a 20% code every month. You know, just saying.
The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side. And the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
B-side. B-side.
B-side.
That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
All right. Man, oh man, let's fucking do this thing. Boxing B-Sides. Is this the worst boxing show you'll ever hear? Yes. Is it also the best boxing show you'll ever hear? Also yes. Joined by one of my fellow ultimate fucking casuals, Isaac, and ooh, there's a smell of somebody new in the room. Who would that be?
Oh, it's me. Alex Suavecito Soria.
Oh shit. You want to go by that? I thought you were gonna go by Saul. Saul.
No. For this audience, I'll go by Alex.
All right, cool. Alex, it is. Well,
More to the
welcome
audience.
to the boxing B-Sides. Hopefully you get... Shanada mentioned, I don't know if this was supposed to remain private, but she said that she noticed that you enjoy needling her about Inoue.
I enjoy needling about Inoue.
You enjoy like messing with her about him.
Inoue.
Yeah.
Inoue.
Yeah, Inoue.
Fuck out of here.
No, oh yeah,
Get
Inoue.
out of here. Get out of here. Get out of town. No.
Well, she
I
thought,
periodically enjoy doing it, but
I do too.
only just
I can't deny it.
That's it.
Hey, I sided with her on the Inoue fact that he's amazing. That man's amazing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Generational.
You can't even hate on him, bro.
It's
No,
difficult.
Hating on him.
I've tried it.
It's
I've
crazy.
tried.
Anybody who was saying Fulton is not that good of a win needs to shut the fuck up. Very
Now
quickly.
they got to be quiet.
Yeah,
They got to be quiet.
absolutely.
We can't talk about it, but now they got to be quiet.
All right, let's get into some stuff here. Just top lines, top feelings. Try not to get too much into the detail. How are you feeling about the David versus David? Just the card in general. Like for me, it was like fucking statement made, big time. For Benavidez. What are you guys thinking?
Well, Isaac, go first.
I'm just gonna give like an audio cue as to how I felt, man. That's pretty much all I had to feel. Yeah.
That is quite the feeling.
Yeah.
You know why I felt? I felt with boxing last night? I'm not gonna lie, dude. And you guys might agree with me, might disagree. That felt like an orgasm. An orgasm. I'm Joe, seriously.
You know,
3 years in the
orgasmic
making.
is serious. Yeah, that's a
3 years in the making.
That's an adjective.
it-
That's a real
3
adjective.
it is.
years in the making.
That was really good.
I hadn't been that excited for a fight in years, and it lived up to the hype, in my opinion.
Absolutely did.
It greatly lived up to the hype. It was a
yeah.
war. Oh, all the fights on there.
Yeah,
Amazing.
a lot of good stuff. But
All from Carmel to Benavidez,
yeah, definitely. We'll be talking a lot more about that one on the next one. That was just a little bit of a teaser when we get to it. So,
For sure.
to extend a hand over to the MMA side of the street, we have two things that I wanted to touch on. On the 24th of January, 170 took place. It was the Natawut Tawanchai rematch for the Muay Thai title, and holy shit! Again, statement made. Tawanchai beat the out of Natawut. It was not even pretty, not even a little bit. It was pretty.
No, but Jesus.
It was brutal. Muay Thai is fucking scary, man. Ugh.
Muay Thai and Bruto are synonymous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
They go hand in hand.
now, speaking of brutal, February 8th in Sydney, Australia, UFC 312. Isaac, is DDP's face gonna look the same as he did last time?
Dude, I'm going with DDP by stoppage this time. I'm not gonna
Woof.
lie.
What has you feeling that way?
I don't know, man. DDP's got this new confidence about him. He beat Adesanya. He's been champ now. He's got a defense underneath his belt. I feel like he's got this confidence about him, and he's gonna be able to get it done this time. But Sean, he's a very technical striker. So I mean, I could absolutely be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Okay.
Alex, do you keep up with
I agree. I agree with everything that Isaac said. But what I want to ask him is, what do you think would be a good parlay to put down?
I've
Oh,
been
dude.
wanting to talk about bets more.
Let's see, because I want to make some money.
It's sort of a mediocre card. I'm not gonna. I know it's pay-per-view and all, but it's
not very good.
It's pretty light. It's rough.
Oh
for
shit!
pay-per-view.
I forgot to make the fucking Wangs Out for Kong shirt.
Oh, yeah, we need that.
I forgot about that.
I'm actually that might be the one I'm most excited
Seriously, Tapuria's brother. That should be interesting.
for. Yeah, there's a few storylines, but like as far as pay-per-view goes, this is probably gonna be pretty low for the year.
This better be.
What do you think would be fight of the night on that card?
I think co-main.
Man,
Whaley,
has a chance.
Yeah, I think it'll turn out.
But
Whaley's
I don't know. It's hard to say yet. There's not one that like super like stands out on the card. Is like, oh, this is gonna be a barn burner.
You know what? I kind of disagree. I actually disagree with that.
What do you got?
I think the heavyweight match with Justin Tafa. I think that one could be.
Oh, see, heavyweight is so rough though, because like, I don't know, man. Like the level of skill at heavyweight is sort of rough.
It's
like,
low.
I thought.
Yeah.
Like on the previous fight night, I thought there was gonna be a good heavyweight fight, but it just turned into like a boring ass like
dumpy
kickboxing
dudes.
match, wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's potential, but
that is quite the bold statement. Putting your hopes on Tafa, either one of the Tafas. That's bravery, man. That takes courage.
hey, I gotta be honest. I gotta say my points, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta say my bad takes.
Speak your truth.
I gotta speak the truth.
Let's get into some boxing recaps.
For sure.
We're gonna go back to January 19th to the week of the 19th to the 25th. On the 23rd, Golden Boy at the Commerce Casino in Commerce City, California. It's a very interesting name for the place. Eric Priest in the main event. He gets to the UD over Tyler Howard. Like, Eric Priest is one of their better prospects, and that's a really generous use of better or like good prospect. So Eric Priest is really starting to show some limitations. It's unfortunate. Moving on. Friday, January 24th. Really quickly, Pro Box at the Pro Box Event Center. Najee Lopez TKO 6 over Gilbert Castillo, so that's cool. Stanley Wright versus Gessa UD over Jeremiah Milton. This was a late replacement. Stanley came in on like a week's notice, I think. It turned into dumpy heavyweights. American heavyweight scene is in the bin, and the bin is on fire.
Dead.
Super dire at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's being covered in oil right now too.
This is as good as it gets for us right now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Stanley Wright was okay. Is like, all things considered, he went 10 rounds. He was pretty solid up until like the last few, and given that he hadn't had a lot of time for conditioning or anything, it was okay. He did all right. So just wanted to give him his flowers for that.
They gotta feed him to Morel now.
No, Jared Anderson is in desperate need of somewhat.
He needs a can bad.
Yeah, he needs a respectable can put in front of him.
Ooh, who do you think would be a respectable fighter for that man?
Stanley Wright.
Stanley Wright? You think Stanley Wright?
Yeah, he's coming off a decent-ish win, so it's whatever. Like Jared Anderson, and every time I stop to think about him, like, man, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Is every time I think about him.
Years ago, I thought Jared Anderson was going to be the next Jesus of heavyweight boxing. I'm not even lying.
I thought he was going to be the next American heavyweight, like the big premier American heavyweight. I thought it was him.
And then he
wanted money too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wanted money way too bad. It's he cashed himself out.
Are we ever going to see that Deontay Wilder fight
with Jared Anderson?
Yes,
probably not.
Jared Anderson.
No. Wilder has maybe one. He might already be retired, but he has maybe one fight left in him.
He has one.
We say that every time. We say that every time.
Oh yeah, the BLK Prime.
Yeah,
right?
the BLK.
What a fall from grace, huh? What a big fall from grace.
Man, F's in the chat. Fucking double tap if you cry every single time you think about Deontay Wilder.
Wilder, yeah.
I'll never
Yeah.
forget when he got
Yeah.
knocked out. I'll never forget that. I remember that feeling like it happened yesterday, man. It was sad. I was depressed.
When were you when Wilder was KO? It's an old copy pasta from boxing copy pasta. Last
I
thing
was
on
sitting on
this
my
one.
couch.
Last thing for this one, Jordan Roach, younger brother of Dead Man Walking, Lamont Roach. Yeah. So he gets a UD in his third fight. So congrats to him. And that's that for Friday.
Yeah, a very secure career.
Japan.
Moving on. Oh, right. Friday. Ohashi in Tokyo. Oh, baby. Only really want to talk about two of them. Jin Sasaki, UD over Shoki Sakai to retain his OPBF. That's a child organization of the WBC and WBO Asia Pacific welterweight titles. Jin Sasaki is an interesting character. He gets hit a lot. He throws a lot of punches. They don't really seem to be doing all that much damage. And this Japanese style of entertainment first, I don't know what it's going to take for them to break it. They had a guy die already trying to do that. I don't know. Isaac, are you a believer of Jin Sasaki?
Honestly, I feel like I'd have to sit down and talk with Shanada about this because she knows way more about Japanese boxing than I do.
Definitely.
I'm not too sure though, man. This is one of the things he could get checked bad.
Yeah.
At some point, but we're just gonna have to keep watching.
Tentative optimism.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, you got any Jin Sasaki truth?
I'll be honest, I was about to say the same thing as Isaac because I don't know too much about the Japanese boxing scene besides Inoue and Nakatani.
Ooh, you're gonna get put on game coming up soon with the Nakatani card.
Yeah.
There's another excellent bantamweight on it.
I will definitely be watching that.
Yeah. Main event. Yejun Kim comes in on really short notice, like 2 or 3 weeks, to take on like one of the best fighters of the generation. That he's active right now. Enjoy it, people. Enjoy it while you can.
Generation talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for 100%.
Kim did what he did the best he could. Limited time to train. He threw everything in the kitchen sink at Inoue. Inoue's just too fucking good. But Kim got himself out there. He showed grit, tenacity, courage on a stage like that. I really hope to see more of him because that was impressive.
Against a fighter like Inoue, oh yeah,
absolutely.
You gotta give him as much props as you can.
Yeah, all things considered. Because other guys go in there like with the just intent to survive as long as possible, without ever really engaging. Whereas Kim decided, like, fuck this, I'm gonna have to catch lightning in a bottle if I'm gonna beat this guy.
You want to talk about going out on your shield, bro? Kim went out on his shield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Respect.
He was trying to get that win, regardless.
He came to win. He came fighting to win. Even if the odds were stupid long, he still came to fight.
You know what? I'm gonna say a very controversial take. I think, in my opinion, Kim gave a better fight than what I think Goodman would have given.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Goodman would be, I don't know, trying to make himself look good with the idea I'm probably gonna lose, so I can't get embarrassed. Whereas Kim, Kim has nothing to lose.
Would have been like a doing it round.
Yeah.
Oh man, but ups to Kim. So what? I hope to see more of him. I don't really give a shit who right now. Just keep him in front of the camera. If anybody rates being plucked from the bleachers and put into the spotlight, it's him.
Sure.
Right. So for Inoue, there is not a whole lot left for him to do at 122.
He could wait.
For what?
You know who? You know who?
Do I?
You all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Casemiro?
Oh yeah, Casemiro. Yeah, no, I'm talking Nakatani, man.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I just don't even consider that one when I think about what Inoue could do, and it's a blockbuster. You're absolutely right. Just
He
I
could
don't
very
think
well wait.
he could.
That would easily sell out a stadium in Japan. Was it the
Oh, yeah.
Saitama Arena? What's it called?
Ariake.
Yeah, easily sell it. Yeah, like the massive one. I mean, the one he normally fights at. I mean, he sells that regardless of who he's fighting. But
He's Japanese Canelo.
yeah,
He really
he's
is.
like the Japanese Canelo, basically. Like,
That's their
that's what
guy.
he is. Yeah. I want to see this dude at 126. I'm not gonna lie. I'll just put it out there. I want to see him at
The
126.
better fights are up at 126, and it starts to get interesting because that's when we're taking away, we're limiting him physically because he's smaller than a lot of those guys.
He'll be fighting closer to his regular weight.
Yes, yeah, more natural for him.
Naturally.
If we want to talk about fire, Inoue versus Ball is probably one of the best fights out there.
Oh yeah. Oh my lord.
Yeah,
That's why I feel nervous as hell.
Best
fight night.
and one of the most dangerous.
Exactly.
Do you think that's the
Inoue
most
versus-
dangerous fight for him at 126?
Oh yeah. Shoot.
Man, I was
I mean,
thinking
who the-
Espinosa.
Espinosa's moving up though, no?
He
Yeah,
might
I was
be.
saying,
If he is,
130
then off the table. But
maybe he
Bro,
could.
this size difference would be hilarious though.
Robezy. Maybe he could fight Robezy first.
he would knock Robesi out in 6.
But I'll tell you, man, I can't talk about the other title holder, but I do not want to see that fight.
Oh,
I want to see.
I don't
I
want
wanna
to see
see
that again
Inoue.
either.
I want to see Inoue versus Nick Ball. That's
Absolutely.
the fight I want to see.
Yeah, if Espinosa's moving up, then that's the one. That's all there is to me as well.
That's got barn burner like ingrained
Written.
into it.
Oh yeah.
So let's pretend he's not moving up. He stays at 122. I say it is. Is MJ Akhmadaliev, is that still a good fight? Alex, do you think it is? Because I don't know if we've ever talked about this.
I never liked that fight. I'm not gonna lie.
No?
I never liked that fight. Yeah, Inoue's not the best with southpaws, because MJ is a southpaw, correct?
Yeah, he is.
Right, Isaac? MJ's a southpaw.
He is.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, because from what I've seen from the work of MJ, like he doesn't. I don't think he would be Inoue. I don't think he has a chance.
No,
I want to give him a chance.
Oh, you wouldn't give him a chance.
No,
All right.
he doesn't
I'm not
have
gonna lie,
the.
like,
The it factor.
Yeah, the it factor. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if anyone in that division can really mess up.
At this
Inoue,
point,
or,
no,
like,
he's cleaned it
close
out.
to Inoue.
It's over. Yeah.
He's cleaned this one out. All that's left is MJ. I think that's a good fight. The southpaw factor is what I think really is what makes it interesting. Casemiro, if you want to avenge the Japanese honor for Casemiro being a piece of shit, then you can have him get his ass beat in front of the home crowd. Picasso and Goodman, to me, those are like the same. They're both gonna get murked.
I don't know why people want to see the Picasso fight.
I don't either.
I really do not understand it.
I feel bad for like people trying to push Picasso into that. Like,
No, he's not ready.
He's still a young man. He has a future. Don't put his life at risk like this.
That's
Watch
a
him-
feeding. That's
Yeah.
all that
I've seen Picasso fight. I think I watched him on the Munguia card.
Yeah,
He was a Munguia card, right? I watched him in that. I was thinking the whole time, like, this is the guy they want in a way to fight. Hell no. Hell no.
no.
I don't want to see that.
I
That
don't
kid's gonna
either.
get murdered.
So I think we left that card, and like Leo and I were talking about. I was like, yeah, Picasso's gonna get murdered if he takes that fight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a animal being sent to slaughter. That's
Oh yeah.
it's a cruel thing to do.
That's giving a cow to a T-Rex right there.
So the only other two now, Nakatani, you already mentioned it. That is an amazing fight. I don't know how the hell I forgot about it, but the other one that people just are sleeping on is Tenshin Nasukawa. Despite him being like he is a major douchebag, absolutely. But you cannot deny the skills. He has really transitioned from like karate, kickboxing to to boxing, and it's a fucking thing of beauty. He is super talented.
I've
Yeah,
never seen him fight actually.
you should. I recommend it.
I'm
He's really, really good.
next time he fights, I'll check him out.
I would say Japanese Lomachenko.
That's a
That's
bold
high
statement right
praise.
there.
It's high praise. I know.
That's a high praise.
I really think he
Oh.
does fit that bill, though. I think he can.
He's the one who fought Mayweather.
Yes, and he was like 16 at the time. So Mayweather was almost like 40 something, and then he beats up a teenage boy. Like, good one.
Won't you also beat him? That's a lot of in the air.
But that's really it. For Inoue, that's it. If you're not gonna fight MJ, if you're not gonna fight Casemiro, like, do not waste your time with fucking Goodman and Picasso. Don't do that. Otherwise, it's Nakatani and Tenshin. Both of those are huge money fights in Japan.
Mhm.
Undoubtedly.
I know Nakatani would fucking break records over there. I'll tell you that.
I think so too.
I think they should do it at a catch weight though. In my opinion.
It's not that big of a move, and Nakatani is he's physically bigger than Inoue,
Mhm.
so it wouldn't be that unnatural for him to jump up.
But I see the thing is I agree with you. It's just that typically from what I've seen is that when the smaller guy comes up, that they kind of a lot of the time they have less more of a disadvantage versus
Yeah.
a guy that's already been at a higher weight class.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
That's why I would rather have it at a catch weight. But that's my opinion.
If he moves up, Bruce Carrington, no. That whoever made that joke up needs to stop.
Yeah, the shushu hype has seriously been damaged. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
the same as it used to be.
No, definitely not. He doesn't, enjoy smelling his own farts or anything, like the way some do. Like, all right, well, we'll see how much of that makes the public release. Let's move into Saturday, January 25th. We have two that I want to cover just quickly. First, in Nottingham, in England, Matchroom card, Dalton Smith just murders Waleed Wiesa. The way Shanada put this one was Dalton Smith is like if England was a person and if France was a person, Waleed
Such a perfect
Wiesa is
description.
French. He is France.
Mhm.
And then Dalton Smith just, man, I expected, I don't know why I expected better from a Frenchman, but I did,
Napoleon.
This is,
I guess.
this is that like that Brunello,
Yeah.
Bruno, oh my god.
the Frenchman to do it again. Yeah, I can't even classify this as a steamroll. This is way worse.
No, it
No, yeah.
wasn't. That would imply that Waleed tried.
Mhm.
Because he fucking didn't.
He didn't. He didn't. Not at
He
all.
didn't even try.
It's like about
He showed up to
the
work.
same resistance as like single ply TP.
Oh my. I see now. I understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
I don't know how I got that immediately, but yeah, that's the perfect way to put it. I love that comparison.
I'm leaving Waleed on that fucking single ply ass.
A single ply motherfucker.
Yeah. All right. Zanfer in San Luis Potosi in Mexico. There's a bunch of shit on here. Only one I really watched was Misael Rodriguez gets the UD over Omar Chavez. This was one of like the fighting Chavez brothers, sons of the legend himself. Not very.
The
good.
other one.
Are you hanging out with Junior? Because you're starting to act like him. And I don't like it.
Yeah, the
Where's
apple
Junior
did
been?
not fall close to the tree
No,
I'm just gonna
not one.
for either.
Not one of the fighting fucking Chavez bros is like anything like their father.
Yeah.
But I think that might be a little bit more time than they deserve, than that card deserves.
I know.
All right, so Matchroom at the Chelsea Ballroom in Las Vegas. I'm going to go from the bottom up, and I have reordered these not to running order, but to order of how little I care going all the way up. That's
Okay. That's facts.
So Harley Medeiros KO3 over Arturo de Ilia. I don't does he get the S? De Isla?
I think it's Ila.
Ila? I think so. Yeah, you're probably right. Zaquin Moses stops Alex Payete? I think it's Pallet. In the first, Leonardo Rubalcava. You don't have to change your name yet, but you should definitely start thinking about a different one if that's how you're gonna be performing.
Leo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get to fucking be a scrub and share a name with me. It's not allowed.
The king.
Yeah. Nishant Dev. This is an Indian Olympian. This is his pro debut. He stops Elton Wiggins in the first. It was fine, I guess. It's too early to tell. First round stoppages typically can't draw too much from that, at least in my opinion. But yeah.
What did you train out
Memes
of?
have been nice.
You guys overlapped. I didn't catch either.
Oh, sorry. Isaac, you go first.
I was just saying the memes have been tremendous for Nishant Dev online in the boxing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's about India taking over.
Yeah,
boxing.
the Indian
Boxing,
takeover.
yeah.
This is the beginning.
Hey, it's the Indian century.
Yeah, that's what they're saying now.
It's gonna be an arms race between India and China, getting their
Excuse me, John?
people out into combat sports.
Well, where
Honestly,
does the Indian guy trade out of?
Good question. Let's look.
I'm
Good question.
curious.
Woodland, California.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, is that Robert Garcia?
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
I think it's
What crest?
Ernesto Mercado retires. Hopefully retires. Jose Pedraza and stops him in the fourth. It's time to hang it up, buddy. Like,
That actually made me laugh.
what?
Well, retires. Hopefully retires.
Hopefully he retires, the man.
It's time. It's past time.
Yeah, you had a great run. You ushered in the reign of Tank Davis. And people like to pretend like they try to use hindsight to say that it wasn't that good of a win because of what Pedraza is now. But at the time, I remember very distinctly a lot of people saying like, this might be too much for Tank at this stage of his career. This might be too much. Pedraza is really good. And he was. And Tank's just, incredible.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just better. That's nothing to be ashamed of, really.
It was a good fight too.
It was all right while it lasted. Oh, the Tank Pedraza, yes.
Yeah.
It was good while it lasted. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I will never forget he comes out wearing like dinosaur trunks. And then people were like, why the fuck do you have a T-Rex and a raptor? I'm like, oh, well, my kids designed my trunks for me, so.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Man, sad times. Pedraza and I are about the same age. Well, you wanna get into podcasting? Let me know. I got you, buddy.
Bring him into the podcast.
Yeah, I'll bring him into the Lux Media family.
The real B side right there.
Oh no,
Damn.
that's a little too on the nose. All right, co-main event. Andy Cruz beats Omar Salcido in it was a 10-rounder for the IBF International 135. Andy Cruz getting it done. I don't know. How old is he?
I believe he's like 20 something.
29.
Cuban 29. Probably like 30.
It's like about 21. Yeah.
Yeah. As I'll tell you with something about Andy Cruz. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
He in my opinion, in that fight, he didn't show me that he had power, but he had phenomenal skills.
That's always what we've known about him, though, just being the amateur standout that he was. And in all of his fights, he's shown the skills. I think it's like the wrinkles that make the pro game different from the amateurs are the parts that we're not seeing yet. It's starting to come out. But
Unravel.
yeah, he's
It's
starting
like
to break out of it.
I would say it's a pretty like big transition. Like the amateurs are nothing like the
No,
pros.
not at all.
Oh,
And like
um,
I don't know, like he has like you said, he has potential, but he's still in sort of that gray area at the moment. Where we're really not too sure if he'll be a success or not, because like a lot of pros end up falling short, or a lot of amateurs end up falling short.
Tails all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will see. He looked good though, I would say.
Yeah, he did. He's still looking all right. Upside's still there. I hope he does fight Keyshawn Davis again, because he's beaten him 4 times in the amateurs, and he keeps calling out for Keyshawn Davis, and
That's
something.
Sorry, man.
I don't know about that in the pros. I'm not too sure about that. Fight.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not so sure, but still, if he can
Keyshawn
do it
got power.
again, that's something.
That would be a massive win, but I would heavily favor Keyshawn.
Oh yeah, me too.
Keyshawn
I'll
has
put money on that.
Yeah, he's transitioned to the pros a lot better.
Yeah.
And Keyshawn too, just the power that man has. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
it's
at 135.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, especially
I
compared
would
to
say,
Andy.
I would say a Rivals Tank.
Rivals Tank, that is quite.
A Rivals Tank.
Oh,
It might just rival Tank's power.
I think if Tank were to fight Keyshawn right now, Keyshawn would probably be laid out on the ground. But
Oh yeah, well, no,
that would be a massive fight to make. I think
that would be a fun fight to make. That would be fun.
Yeah, but I Tank would definitely.
Oh, that's a DMV fight too.
DMV man, DMV.
It's a DMV one. I think I think he's at Virginia Beach. Is where Keyshawn's from, or like Norfolk, or something.
I think it was Norfolk.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
I'm
It's Norfolk.
Let me look. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's Norfolk. Yeah. Look at this boxer picture. Oh my god.
Keyshawn's
Main event. Diego Pacheco, UD over Steven Nelson. Steven M. Bison Nelson.
Bison. I like that.
Yeah,
I love that.
That was a really cool get up that he had. The USBC and WBO International Super Middleweight titles on the line. Diego gets it done. It was pretty competitive for was it a tale of two halves where Nelson was pretty competitive, and then he started like gassing a little bit, and Pacheco came on.
Pacheco took over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of hyperbole about this. People saying like, "Oh, Pacheco fraud check," and this type of shit. Like he's like 23 years old, 22 years old.
Still young.
Yeah, dude, slow it the fuck down, because he's doing fine. Steven Nelson was a big step up, and he did really well. So I don't know.
Nelson trains like regularly with Bud.
Yeah,
And he's got Bomac as well, which is one of the best in boxing.
that's
so.
like a cheat code in your corner.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's the big reason why he went so long.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, they were expecting Pacheco to like get a KO, but
Me too.
I mean, Nelson is just. I mean, it was a big step up, like you said.
Y'all must.
Were you guys expecting?
Was I expecting a KO? No.
Yeah.
Y'all must have forgot. Steven Nelson trains with Bomac and Terrence Crawford and Shakur
I did forget
Stevenson. He knows what he's doing.
Do you think Bud is sparring with Nelson?
Yeah, they said he was
For that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
You mean for Canelo?
Oh, not for Canelo, but for Terrence Crawford. Like was playing the Pacheco role to spar with Nelson.
Okay, I see.
So,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest about Pacheco. Like, I think I like the kid, but let me tell you this: is that he has a lot to learn. He has a lot to learn. I know you were saying that it's too. He's still young, but right now is the prime time to learn your mistakes and fix them, or else you end up like Devin Haney.
He has been making some adjustments though. Like
he has. His
it
defense
wasn't
is getting better.
ago. Yeah, I was just about to say that, like a few fights ago, his defense like pretty shoddy, but it's starting to improve. Like I mean, he's starting to like improve in different areas in his game.
I really want to see him work on his footwork though. I really want to see that because he would be a movement and footwork. If he had like great footwork with a good jab, he would be a killer. In my opinion.
It seems like he responds well to coaching as well.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. And this is a testament, like something that we saw, in the card just recently. But the Benavidez senior camp is getting pretty solid.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of names, but the names they do have are really good.
I'll tell you this, man. Call me a hater, dude. Call me a hater. I don't care for Jose Benavides Senior's way of training.
What about it do you not like?
I feel like he just doesn't really focus on. I think he focuses too much on the offense aspect, more so than the defense aspect of a fighter. Where what Robert Garcia, where he trains, he makes sure that you're very balanced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can see with Robert Garcia, his trainers, whenever a fighter goes to Robert Garcia, they come out very balanced. Versus Jose Benavides Sr., they're very rugged. They're very, very rugged.
There was someone recently, like there was some drama going on in that camp. There was someone that left, no? I forget who it was.
Somebody
And
did leave.
Robert,
Yeah.
Like, was there? I think there was even like a lawsuit, or something like that.
That would be news to me. But it also
I
wouldn't surprise me.
just remember there was some drama regarding an exit from the camp. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember that. I actually don't remember that. I haven't heard about that one.
I haven't heard about that either. It wouldn't surprise me though, because Benavides Senior is, I think, Alex, you had it right. He's in his own ways. My style of coaching is the only style that's acceptable here. I'm not going to adapt to your physical attributes or your preferred fighting style. You're going to do what I tell you to do.
And can I say something too?
What's up?
Can I mention nothing too? I learned about Jose Benavides Sr.
Sure.
That he learned boxing, I believe it was from DVDs, how to train. And that's how he taught his kids. That's why I learned. I just find that crazy. I find it interesting.
Wait.
Two very successful boys. Jose Jr. was an amateur standout himself before, and he was an incredible pro before the gunshot situation.
Yeah, the gunshot.
And David, yeah.
And David is David.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they were stars, but the fact that Jose Benavides Sr. was able to create stars out of a DVD. That DVD was that a DVD? I forgot which one. I was about to say there were some damn good DVDs. Bomac probably made them or something, dude.
Oh, Bomac DVDs.
The Bomac.
I just looked. It was Valenzuela. It was Rayo.
Really?
Rayo left.
And he went to Robert. He went to Robert.
That's when he went to Robert.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's when he beat Pitbull after he went to Robert. That's
exactly. And there was like some drama regarding that exit.
I remember. No, Isaac. Actually, I do remember that.
I remember that now too. Yeah.
Yeah. To that, yeah. That so it's perfect because the way that Rayo fought when he was with Jose Benavides Sr. versus how he fought with Robert, night and day.
Yeah.
Night and day.
Yeah, dude, his fight against Pitbull was sort of a masterpiece.
Oh, I was man, to reuse the orgasmic one, when I was watching that, it was like fucking like creaming myself. Like my boxing boner was really beautiful. Going off. That was an amazing performance. Unbelievable.
I had Robert Garcia written all over it.
Yeah, absolutely.
A Robert Garcia masterclass right there. And I'll tell you this, man. I'm gonna be honest. I was going for Pitbull. I had Pitbull winning the fight.
Yeah, same.
Like before watching the fight, I was like, Pitbull's gonna take this guy out. You gotta take him out easily. But then
call me the boxing whisperer because I fucking knew. I knew it the whole time. Sorry,
I was high on the Pitbull supply. I was high on the Pitbull supply. I'm not gonna lie.
That's something to be high on because he's.
We were riding off that Rolly win.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Rolly win. That was the Rolly win, man. It was the Rolly win that did me in.
So let's get to before we get to Pacheco's next options. Steven Nelson, I don't want to see people writing him off. This was a solid performance. He's like almost 40 himself. Pun very much intended. He was in the army, so he has that dog in him. It's just how it goes.
Devil Dog.
I would like to. Devil Dog that's us. Army is just like they're just dogs. Not maybe angel dogs. Would that be better?
Angel dog.
What would be next? What could be next for Steven Nelson? Besides more excellent walkout attire. Jaime Munguia. Munguia is a good fight.
Munguia's got to take care of Bruno first.
He does.
Because that happening, but that could be a good fight, yeah.
Berlanga.
Actually be somewhat difficult fight for Munguia too.
It would be.
You know, I disagree. I think Steven Nelson should fight Plant first.
Plant?
Plant.
That's a higher level than Munguia, I would
Yeah.
say.
I think that the way that I don't explain it because the way that Pacheco fought Steven Nelson near the end was kind of how it reminded me of how Munguia would fight. Does that make sense or no?
Yeah,
Wait.
it does. Wait, the way that... Say it again. I'm trying to...
The way
say
that
it
Pacheco
again.
fought, because out of you guys remember the fight where Pacheco kind of evolved during the fight?
Yes.
Where he kind of switched his strategy. Near the end, he was fighting a lot more like Munguia. It reminded me of Munguia. Did that remind you guys
in
of
the
Munguia or
latter
no?
half, I would say
In the latter
yes. Yeah, in the latter half, yeah.
I just think
you agree
Pacheco's. At this point, I feel like Pacheco's probably more defensively responsible than Munguia.
He is.
Like Pacheco's defense is probably maybe even a good bit better than Munguia's. Like Munguia's defense is very suspect.
I agree.
Munguia's
I
with
agree.
Reynoso now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to see what Munguia looks like because I mean that loss was bad. Don't get me wrong.
Horrible.
I mean, it was a fluke. It absolutely was a fluke.
He was winning the
Like,
fight
that's-
the entire time.
Yeah, he was dominating by a lot.
Mhm.
But he
He was looking past the fight.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it's also a legit win for Bruno just because I mean, Munguia was fighting with his hands down. I mean, it happened multiple times throughout the fight, but I don't know for Nelson. I don't know if you can give him like another big name like that. I mean, definitely someone like towards the top, but I'd definitely say like lower than Plant.
Let's say
Look at
Munguia wins the rematch with Brunello. Brunello versus Steven Nelson.
Yeah, then I would agree.
That's a good.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
That's a good level. Two names coming off L's, but they want to fight for like to remain relevant. Would be good.
Yeah. Man, I think we could see some really good fights at super middleweight.
Yeah, we got two good players in the mix. Just
The
based,
thing is,
even if
there's
it
a
was
few-
like the
Few names.
if they're even
A
if it
lot
was
of
just
fun
like
fighters.
fluke wins, it's still something.
Yeah.
168 is heating up, but the only thing that's holding 168 back is you know who.
Yeah, Canelo.
You know who?
having
Canelo.
It's shit or get off the pot. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Take the fights or fuck the belts off. Do something.
That's really killing a lot of the hype for a lot of the fighters there, because he's fighting them like, pretty early in the career, you know,
Yeah.
and he's really killing their hype. Like he fought fucking Berlanga. I mean, yeah, Berlanga. Don't get me wrong, he's not a world class fighter, but man, he could have had a couple more fights before Canelo. The fight could have been an even bigger fight, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest
You know,
fight for Berlanga was Plant. But I'm really scared that Canelo's gonna end up fighting Skull to get like undisputed back for the Bud fight.
He's
And that
fighting
would
somebody before he's fighting in May before the Bud fight.
Yeah.
It's probably going to
Yeah.
be Skull.
I'm
They're
like-
saying it's an undefeated fighter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Skull.
I'm really worried about that because like Skull is like, bro, Canelo's gonna beat Skull bad.
Skull
Like-
or Mbili?
You can't count that double undisputed. You cannot count that.
No,
You
that's
think
not
with-
double. No.
We cannot count
them
that.
fighting in Billy. The thing is that if he fights in Billy, like, yeah, it's a up and coming contender, but the thing is, he doesn't really get anything out of it. Whereas Skull, it's kind of the same. It's not the same as fighting in Billy, but he gets the title out of it, his old title back. You know what I mean?
That's why I think he's gonna do it. But that'd be
That's yeah, I agree.
indefensible.
I don't want to see Canelo fighting Billy right now. It'll be a fun fight, but I really don't want to see that.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. And no, that's not. He's not double undisputed if he beats Skull. No. Fuck no.
It doesn't
Like,
count.
like if
it does
Usyk
not
beats
count.
Dubois, that to me is not double undisputed either.
Yeah,
He just retains
that
the
was
title.
gone for like
Yeah.
a
You're
few months.
You're taking back what was already yours.
You don't become 3 times undisputed. Like if you become 3 times undisputed at the same weight class, that's stupid.
It is.
That is redonkulous.
Pacheco. Now he's got options too. I think we went through a lot of them in the context of Nelson, though. How are we feeling with Pacheco against the likes of I think Mbili's a good fight. Would really test Pacheco's if he's really defensively responsible. If he's really learned some lessons, Mbili will test that.
And I would say Billy, Mungia, Berlanga.
Those are perfect. That's
That's
Yeah,
the
that's a
no
good
notes.
list. That's a very good
yeah,
list.
no notes. That's it. Any of those three is perfect. Perfect for him at this point.
Is John Ryder still in the mix? Of
No, he retired after
I think he retired. Yeah.
after the Mungia loss.
Oh, okay, because
Yeah.
I heard somewhere that he was actually coming back, but
Would-
maybe that was just like some British
very
like
typical of
bullshit.
boxers to retire and then unretire.
Yeah. Y'all, speaking of unretiring, do you think Tyson Fury's gonna unretire?
Probably. To fight AJ.
It's just a negotiation tactic.
Yeah.
That fight is way too much money like involved.
Leap off the table.
You remember that guy that Mungia fought? Bazignan?
Virginia.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah, Eric Bazignan. That could be a good one for
Mhm.
Pacheco. I think Bazignan
I
tested
feel like that's a step
Mungia.
down.
I mean,
You
yeah,
think
that
it's
is
a step down?
Yeah.
I think it's a step down. Yeah, like I mean, I think we gotta do like the Mungia, the Berlanga, the Plant,
Beck
Or the,
Bully.
or Billy.
The B to A level fighters, I think,
Yeah.
is what Diego Pacheco deserves now.
Top of the B's, bottom of the A's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to test them out.
I just wanted to shout out Bazignan and Bektemir.
You know,
He did well against Mungia.
I got a weird feeling that Diego Pacheco's actually gonna fight Canelo. Yeah, for the third Saudi fight. I got a weird feeling about it, dude.
That would be a snipe on Canelo's part. Beat him early so that when he glows up and turns into like a pretty big star, you can say like forevermore, I beat his ass.
Yeah. But the thing is that I don't know why I just get that feeling that they're gonna feed him some random guy. You know what I mean? Not Benavidez, not in fucking Bebo 2. It's gonna be some B-low fighter.
Someone who doesn't rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think Bud is probably the highest opposition that Canelo's gonna go for in the later half of his career.
Yeah, at
I
this
think
Oh,
stage,
sure.
Like the Bivol fight just like genuinely ruined him.
Oh yeah. That was sad.
It was.
If I remember like yesterday, man, I almost cried that night. I almost cried.
Well, anything more for the Chelsea Ballroom, Matchroom, Diego Pacheco, Steven Nelson?
Overall, great fight.
Yeah,
That atmosphere was good, by the way.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
very
Chelsea Ballroom is kind of small too, so like the people that are there
Yeah.
really want to be there
good. Oh yeah, they were boxing, bro. They were like cheering for every hit.
for everything.
landed.
Yeah, those are like the hardcore fans that are going.
Yeah.
You would never get that at Riyadh or Kingdom Arena, whatever it's called.
Hell
You
no.
would never get that.
Kingdom Arena,
Hell.
the venue, the season venue for Riyadh,
Yeah.
fucking
Dead.
ridiculous.
I hate it.
You'd never get that.
They make
The
it
thing is,
rain journalist bones throughout the entire thing.
I wish they would do more events in the United States. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the fact that they hosted Madrimov Crawford in LA. I mean, it was cool. As a person that lives in California, it's cool. But the problem is that when was the last time they held a big fight in LA that was well known?
Oh, like a blockbuster type of thing?
A blockbuster type of fight.
Been a while.
It's been a long time.
Been a long time.
They should have hosted that fight in Las Vegas.
Yeah, where the fights usually go.
Mm-hmm.
T-Mobile.
All right, let me do this really quick. Support for this episode is from Malwarebytes. Protecting yourself when you're online is an absolute must these days. And there are plenty of options out there, but let's start with the perfect reason to give Malwarebytes the first try. You can get it and try it for free. And when you're impressed with the results, because you're going to be impressed with the results, we can look at plans and then we can start talking about the extra perks. I've been working in IT for almost 20 years. I've been trusting my personal network security to Malwarebytes 24/7 monitoring for no less than 10 of those years. The browser add-on is another nice feature that keeps your system healthy if, for example, you're watching sports on less than reputable websites. But we don't do that here, do we? I have the standard subscription package, which includes 24/7 malware protection, ad blocking, and protection from ransomware. I use these services on all of my computers that are in my network and even my phone. I have it on an Android, but the app is available for iPhone as well. If you step up to the Plus package, you get Malwarebytes VPN in addition to everything else, and there are tiers higher than that include family plans for 10 or more devices. So go to lvx.be/MWB and get 50% off your subscription. That's lvx.be/MWB for 50% off. Because I got bills to pay, and if you don't want to hear me talk about, I don't know what I put in there, carnivore snacks. It's really good jerky, I have to admit. But if you don't want to hear me talk about that shit, then maybe you should go to Patreon, and then I won't try to sell you shit. All right, let's get into some previews here, because there's a few coming up on Thursday. I meant to put brackets on this one because I don't really know a whole lot about these guys. I have the Tiger in Montreal. It's going to be on ESPN, so fights on a Thursday.
Rough night.
Yeah.
Jalalov is like the only one.
Yeah, that's the only one I was going to bring up was Bakhtiar Jalalov, the heavyweight amateur standout. He's finally fighting again. And that's about all I got. David Spielmont, 16-8-1. Not great. Not terrible. That's actually pretty bad. 16-8-1.
You're trying to be nice, Leo. You gotta stop.
Yeah, I tried. That's pretty rough. But Jalalov's been out for a while, so makes sense, I guess.
It's valid. It's doable for now.
Yeah, it'll pass.
Mm-hmm.
Friday on the 7th, GBM Sports. This is like a rinky-dink sort of promotion, but I'm only mentioning it because this is for the EBU light heavyweight title. So whoever wins this one, chances are it's going to be the house fighter, but you're going to be seeing them climbing into contention pretty soon. So keep your eye out. It's going to be Daniel Blenda dos Santos. He's the GBM guy. And Shakan Peters is all right. He's a good opponent. That's going to be in the UK. I don't even know where to watch this one, to be honest with you. This is just one of those to keep watch the headlines for it. And Saturday on the 8th, quickly first, we're going to do the
Holy shit.
The Pro Box card in San Antonio. Fucking Santone. There's a lot of fucking stuff on here, and I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't know who these people are. I know Shavkat Rakhimov. He's higher up the bill. That's about all I got. Lester Martinez and Joshawn James, they've been on the Pro Box circuit for a minute. Ramon Cardenas and Brian Acosta, same. So these are good fights. Even if you don't know, you don't have to know who they are. These are still competitive fights. That's what Pro Box does.
Yeah. The beauty of Pro Box.
That's the beauty of Pro Box. They put on the good stuff. You want competitive fights? Some pretty entertaining knockouts and just absolute dump trucks. You want to watch Pro Box. It's just how it is. But the main event that's happening on the 8th, this one's going to be around midday on the west coast of the US. And there's not a whole lot on here that I want to talk about besides the main event, unless you guys have something other than.
The only other name I recognize is Willie Hutchinson.
Yeah, Willie Hutchinson.
Let's go, Willie Hutchinson.
Yeah, I know Willie Hutchinson. He's fighting Zach Parker. I know those two. This is a WBC silver super middleweight title. So that's expect to see these guys climbing into contention for whenever it is that Saul Dinero Alvarez decides to fuck off. But Derek Chisora, they're calling this the last ride. This might be his last fight. He's fighting Otto Wallin. That's a pretty solid fight to take on your way out the door.
AJ's kids.
This is gonna be a double. This is like the 5th time it's been the last ride.
Yeah,
It's been the last ride for a few years.
Because he keeps winning, and he's not supposed to.
They want to go until he loses. That's all it is.
Yeah, they want to milk him.
Well, he keeps winning. He's a fan favorite.
Yeah, he Like, he has a lot of British fans from what I see.
How does Shinada feel
Like a lot
about
of people like respect him
Uh,
because he's always taking these fights. He's not like he's spending his time fighting like pure cans.
he fights whoever you put in front of him. Doesn't
Like,
matter.
as long as you pay him, he's there. You just
Yeah.
gotta pay him, but he'll be there.
Respectable.
Shinada, I think we had a lot of fun with the Joe Joyce upset, so I'm pretty sure that she'll enjoy this one.
Dude, that fight was outrageous, by the way.
Fucking
But yeah,
slow
hopefully we get the
Joyce,
same.
am I right?
Yeah, dude,
Slow Joyce.
that
Slow
fight was
Joyce.
insane. Yeah, hopefully he does Otto the same way.
Yeah, I hope so.
They would have good opinion here, but
That won't be the last fight then.
It won't be the last ride. God damn it, Derek.
honestly, if he wins this one too, like he's got to get like at least a semi decent or decently like big fight. for his
Deontay
next one.
Wilder.
Oh,
Oh, bro, I'm being serious when I say he might beat Wilder.
At this stage of his
No.
career, he might
Yeah.
beat Wilder.
that's not even controversial in my
Yeah.
opinion. That's not controversial at all.
Yeah.
No.
I agree.
Oh, it upsets me because the fucking Brits are gonna have a dub.
Yeah, they're gonna rejoice with that win.
I would.
The boys are back in town.
I'm gonna throw myself off of my roof.
It's okay though. Usyk took care of them. Or took care of us.
Yeah,
It was
UK heavyweight boxing.
Usyk was
exposed.
the people's champ. He fought for everyone. That's
I
it
love
though.
Usyk.
That's it for the previews. It's a light weekend coming up, but it's all good because UFC 312. I think that at the timing, the Queensberry cards are going to be about the same time. So,
Yeah, that's gonna be a little rough weekend until Papa comes home.
all right, one more time.
I'm sort of looking. Yeah, I'm sort of looking forward to the Chisora fight. But yeah.
You've been listening to the Boxing B-Sides, a Lux Media production. If you'd like to give your thoughts or you need to tell us how fucking casual you think we are, you can be a duck and text our anonymous line, 833-589-7637. If you want to stand on your business, call and leave a voice message or send a voice note in WhatsApp. And if you're entertaining enough, you might make the final cut of the show. 833-LUXPODS. If you prefer to hit us up on social media, the account name is LVX Media Net, all one word. That's on YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the rest of that shit. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. A lot of stuff gets cut from the final releases for all kinds of reasons. So if you want the raw audio, exactly as it's recorded, look us up on Patreon. LVX Media Net over there, just like everywhere else. You can also get the ad-free version of the episode you just listened to. You can get that on Patreon as well. Even if you don't sign up on Patreon, you can still help us out a lot by checking out our ad sponsors. You can also help by giving us a rating wherever you're listening. And don't forget, lvx.be/shop is where you can get merch and you can help the show that way too. Intro and outro music by Middle of Nowhere Beats. And for more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lvxmedia.net.
I can take it or leave it.
Now, we're heading into the last ride, weekend. Parting words. What do you got?
I'll let Alex go first.
No, this is my first time actually ever doing this podcast. What do I say?
Whatever you want.
It can be anything.
Let's go Virgil Ortiz. Let's go Virgil
Let's
Ortiz.
go, Virgil.
Come on, baby. Let's go Virgil Ortiz. I'm gonna see this every podcast then. Let's go Virgil Ortiz.
All right, let's go.
Let's go
Virgil.
play Schofield.
Oh, field! Oh my god!
I had to bring him up.
I would give.
Sorry.
I'm gonna send him like flowers or something if he wins.
You know what? Hey, y'all, you should give me mod. You should give me mod. If he wins, you need to give me mod at that point.
Ooh.
If he wins, like, there's multiple people that have to apologize to you.
No, you at that point they gotta
I'm
suck
one
some.
of-
They gotta suck my pee-pee for that shit, man.
I'm one of them that has to apologize to you if Schofield somehow manages to. That'd be one of the biggest upsets in boxing, like in a long time.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
No, a long time since Munguia. I wouldn't that's as big an upset as Munguia.
No. I still think it's like what's it called? Schofield is like still at prospect level.
Yeah, he is. And the thing is, I okay, look, don't get me wrong. I think Shakur's gonna win, but I'm rooting for Schofield. I'm rooting for the kid. I really do not. I mean, I love Shakur's skill, but just to watch him, it's just hard. It's just hard to watch him sometimes.
Sometimes. The last time he was entertaining was the Yoshino fight.
Yeah,
Time to go.
That was
Yeah.
a while ago, man. He's
back in the old days.
yeah. That
I
was
feel
he
like
wasn't
actually-
afraid. He wasn't worried about the power coming back at him.
The thing is that Shakur's at a new weight class, 135. I mean, it makes sense why he doesn't want to mix it up, but that makes people not want to watch him.
For my point, where I'm just gonna say, it's big ups for Del Boy. We need a big win from Chisora.
Let's fucking
I'm
get
hoping
it,
he can
Derek.
pull it off. Yeah, I'm hoping he can pull it off. We need it. Boxing community needs it.
The dude in Discord, Keegan, he's Swedish as well. So that would be fun to just get to dunk on him for a little bit.
That'd be funny.
Oh shit! Even though I already mentioned this stuff in the my little outro blurb that I cut in, check out the socials, LVX Media Net everywhere. If you can't find it, we're not on it. YouTube channel, fucking new videos every so often because I don't really know how to make them. And check out the shop. I just put together a nice little so I have an Inoue-esque. That's my qualifier, so I don't get sued. But it's him holding up 2 Japanese flags, and now I made one for the most recent winner, Benavides, with 2 red flags in his hands. So check that out, lvx.be/shop. We are out of here. Del Boy, we're going to have 5 guys this weekend, dog. Double cheese, double beef, double bacon, double fucking everything. Double wins.
Double French fries.
Absolutely. Give me double salt on that shit, too. Don't
Double
do that.
fried.
That's not a good idea. All right. We are out of here. We will catch you on the other side.
Love you guys.
That's it.